It's Jamie, that's me here. Welcome back to my channel, honey, and welcome back to yet another quick chat. All right. Now we're going to be talking about Cree Campbell. You guys know the daughter of Uncle Luke. Okay. Also a cast member of Growing Up Hip Hop. But before we really get into Cree, okay, because we are going to talk about that, y'all, growing up hip hop has not been giving what I was expecting it to have gave. All right. The past few episodes I haven't been reviewing because they've been a bit dry, right? I've watched it for entertainment for myself, but not enough to want to actually recap the episode. Nothing really excites me. Primarily the last few episodes have been about TT and her wedding to Sean. Okay. Preparing for that, getting that together. I know the last thing that I did see was Peppa reaching out to her at the wedding. She actually sent her a text draft by accident. Okay. She was drafting up a text and she ended up sending it to TT. At first, I was a little confused, like, girl, how could you send that to her? But my mom did explain something to me when I thought about it. She said, well, sometimes like I'll type up something and I'll send it to you for you to like review it for me before I send it out. She said, so maybe she was getting somebody else to proofread it. But because that person was on her mind, then maybe she accidentally sent it to her. And I said, well, I'll give you that, girl. I'll give you that. That's probably what ended up happening, right? All in all, TT definitely appreciated the things that her aunt had to say. I believe her mom ended up like reading what Peppa had to say at the wedding or whatever, whether TT wanted that or not. And TT definitely appreciated it. Now, I did not mind TT not wanting to reach out or respond on her wedding day because, girl, that's your birthday. Okay. So, I mean, that's your wedding day. So, you wanted to be all about you, so you ain't got to say nothing, right? But of course, Sean is telling her to stop being so tough. All right, stop being so tough and go and reach out to your aunt. So we did see on the last episode where they did have a sit down. They consulted with each other, talk. Seems like they're headed in the right direction, but they're not all the way there 100%. Because of course, we know TT and Egypt are not where they need to be, okay, with their relationship. So I guess Peppa or somebody gonna have that conversation with Egypt at a later time. But what we also ended up seeing, because what really got me more interested, honestly, in the show at a later time was Jojo doing something really sweet and nice for his wife. Y'all know they had been going through a lot of stuff. And he finally decked out some little apartment or whatever, girl, brought her there, talked to her, wanted to know what was going on with her and letting her know that she got his full support no matter what. He thinks she's beautiful, all of that. Okay, he was fighting back his tears. It was a beautiful moment for them to definitely reconnect. So I thought that was cute. But what else? Was the connection between TT and them cousin or whoever this man is and Miss Brianna? I said, I don't know if this gonna last long. Okay, see, Brianna is in her cute phase. She's in her I'm enjoying him phase and all of this other great stuff, girl. But in the long run, I don't know. I don't know, Miss Brianna. I ain't too sure about that. Now, I did see something on social media not too long ago, and I don't think that I saved it, but I saw something not too long ago of Brianna talking about how somebody is no longer allowed access to her or something like that. She mentioned she said it was a guy, like, yeah, but y'all don't know why he could never come around me again and what he did or something like that. So I don't know if she's speaking on that guy in particular. Okay, because I saw that little tweet or whatever it was, like, going around the internet. So I'm over here like, okay, my attention, you got my attention, girl. What's going on? Right. But they did look cute. The interactions between the both of them, I thought it was cute, but at the same time, we know Miss Brianna. We know how her mood and her attitude definitely fluctuates at times and how she's lashed out at people and different stuff. So I was like, in the long run, I don't know how this is gonna work. Maybe he could be a guy that's able to, help her through whatever she has going on. So we shall see. Not sure, girl, but I am wondering if that tweet and that message that I saw surfacing around the net is pertaining to him about this guy not being able to come near her again. All right. What else ended up happening on the latest episode? Not much of a recap because the episode was pretty dry for the most part. I think Eric was trying to link up with some people. I think he's trying to throw like an event or something like that for his dad. His sisters did a documentary. He wasn't too happy about that. But he's trying to pull together some type of festival or do something in honor of his dad and celebrating his dad and stuff. And I think either he's doing the festival or either there's going to be a festival he's going to be a part of where he's actually going to be performing with Bone Thugs and Harmony. So I guess he's going to step into the place of his dad to perform a few of those songs. So we'll have to see what that's going to look like. But what we did see on the last episode was Miss Sequoia. We haven't been seeing Sequoia as much either. All right. I did hear, girl, I saw some things on social media surfacing around, girl. People saying that Miss Sequoia is not JoJo's actual child, but more so like his stepdaughter. So I don't know what that's about. And they're saying his real daughter is not on the show. So I don't know what that's about, because she definitely introduced herself to Bone Thugs and Harmony as the daughter of JoJo. She also introduced herself to the public as the daughter of JoJo. So I don't know, girl. All I know is what she said out her mouth. And if she says she's JoJo's daughter, I'm going to ride with that for a little bit until we find out something else. But that's what we're hearing. But all in all, Sequoia was on the show. I haven't been seeing her much, but she has resurfaced. Who I have not been seeing at all on the show is Miss, what's her name? Savannah, Stevie Jordan's daughter. And I haven't been seeing Miss Cree. And it's been like that for the past, 2 to 3 episodes, I would say. I think the last time we saw Cree on the show was at the bachelorette party, right? And she really didn't even want to be there for that. We did do an interview with her, the Ooh Ladies First panel. We did do an interview with her. And from my understanding, I thought they did some filming and things back in January. There was some filming and stuff that happened. So I don't know where that footage is going to go, but we haven't seen her. I also haven't seen Savannah since she had a conversation with her dad, I believe it was, and she walked out of the clothing store that they were in. So I have not seen her at all. And I haven't, I'll be honest, haven't been interested in seeing Savannah, but I have been interested in seeing Cree. Okay, because Cree has other relationships with the Simmons and stuff. So I'm kind of like wondering, why isn't she around for some stuff, right? For some of the things. Not sure what's going on. Hopefully they bring her back to the screen. But she did get a chance to go to Twitter and actually address why we haven't seen her around, okay? And somebody actually put up on their page on Twitter and they said, y'all noticed Savannah and Cree ain't been on the show in a minute? Maybe they getting edited out. Absolutely. Of course, I think they are getting edited out, right? Y'all used them for promo. Y'all hyped up this big old fight and all this other great stuff, filmed the fight, made sure it was an integral part of the season. And then once we get it on the season, now y'all want to probably edit them out. That's what I was thinking, like, girl, what? Now y'all use them up to get high ratings. But guess what? I'm sure those ratings dropped because everybody's not as interested in what TT and Sean got going on in this wedding, girl. But okay, congratulations and good luck. All right, let's go ahead and move on, right? Also, but I have to also say, although we have not been seeing Cree and we have not been seeing Savannah, we haven't been seeing much of Sam and Egypt for real either. I think we saw them maybe 2 episodes ago, right? I think we got a chance on this past episode. We saw a quick clip of Egypt on FaceTime as she talked to her grandmother because they threw a party for the grandmother. But we haven't really seen either of them, but I think we're going to see them again on the next week's episode, right? But when this came out and somebody asked about us not seeing Savannah and Cree, Cree ended up responding, okay? She says at the bottom, I opted out of filming, actually. She says, I can't speak on Savannah, though. All right, she can't speak on Savannah's reason. So we don't know if Savannah got in trouble or something like that, girl, and y'all just decided to not use her footage. But I do think that it is a bit shady that y'all would use it all the way up until this point. And then once the fight happened and everything, y'all promoting it, doing all that other stuff. But then as soon as the fight happened, if that is the case, y'all want to start editing them out. Even though Cree is saying that she opted out of filming, my question is, at what point did you opt out of filming? Because how it was explained to us when we interviewed back in January, it was like they were still filming for some things. They had just filmed like a week prior, I believe it was, so her doing an interview with us. So I thought that some filming continued to happen. So at what point did she opt out? Right. So I'm just a little confused on that, because I still feel like they probably editing y'all out. And I agree, she probably did at a later time opt out. But girl, there should still be enough footage of you for you to be a part of this. Weren't you at the wedding? I could have sworn you probably was at the wedding, or at least they came to you and inquired and wanted her to plan the wedding or still help out with the wedding or of some sort. So it's just not adding up. I feel like they are still editing out some of the scenes they did have available for her. Okay. Now somebody else goes on to ask her, will you consider doing another season? And she says, honestly, if it's not about the school in Jamaica, I partner with women of DV, whether it's the music we are making, she says, then well, I guess it's Slip and Slide Records. If it's not about women of DV, if it's not about the music that they're making at SNS Records or about the school that she's partnered with out in Jamaica, she says pretty much the answer is no. She says, so if they want the business philanthropy every day, Cree, then sure. But if they want the petty drama, Cree, then no. Okay. She does not want to be a part of the show if that's all that they want. She also goes on to say something else. She says, we all have choices to make. So for me, this season brought zero value to what I what I have going on. I wish everyone the best with their individual endeavors. We all have a choice to opt out of filming. I've said this several times, and I'm not about to argue with anyone who has zero to lose. Okay, this is what she says. I guess everybody has the option to opt out of filming. She exercised the option that she did have on the table to not be a part of filming at this time. So she says she'll continue to do it if they want to see the best parts of Cree. But if they want to see the bad parts of Cree, then she's not going to do it. But then I also still feel like this though, Cree. You can make that decision to not give them that. Right? Just like Vanessa makes the decision, and Angela especially makes the decision to get up and walk out of confrontational spaces, you too can make that decision as well. So I feel like it doesn't have to always be all on production. Yeah, I know production wants you guys to do certain things, but at the end of the day, I do feel like when they're filming, it's about how you handle it in that moment. So if you make a conscious decision to not get involved in the beefs that Savannah got going on, or make a conscious decision to, I'm not going to react that way, okay, because I know I have more to lose than some of these people, then, you know, I'm just going to pull her to the side and have proper conversations, right? Or professional conversations or whatever. Like even when Vanessa and TT was going at it at one point, and TT said some slick, she pulled her to the side. They had a cute little sit down conversation, and they went on about their business, and now they great Judies, okay? I feel like same thing with Brianna and Vanessa at some point. They had, not Vanessa, but Angela. They had a sit down, I believe. They got to a better place. Even though Brianna is all about that confrontation and stuff, it took her some time to learn. So I feel like even if they don't want the philanthropy, the business mind, and all of that stuff, Cree, you still can be a part of the show, right? Create events surrounding your projects. And if there is any drama and beef that comes to the forefront, then, you know, deal with it accordingly in the best way that you can. I do feel like some of this is on Cree's fault, because you, Cree, decided to hop into a situation that actually had nothing to do with you, which is, I guess it's like a fault at yours, where you feel the need to always have to defend your friends and stick up for them and stuff, even when they get themselves in tough situations. That was Savannah's beef. Allow Savannah to let that situation play out accordingly, right? Even when it came down to Tanise and how you felt that, what's her name, Sequoia may have come at her wrong. Again, that's still Tanise's and Sequoia's situation. Right. So if you feel that you're not able to be in self-control of yourself in that type of manner, then understand, you know, if you're ever put into certain situations where you're going to react the same way, then I get it. You probably don't want to film or whatever. But if you're able to be in, you know, mindful and be in control of yourself and just be like, girl, that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's on y'all. Take the approach that Miss Angela Simmons always take. Okay. She'll have a little chatty with you a little bit about the mess. But one thing about Miss Angela, she's not going to get involved. Her nor Vanessa, for real. Okay. So there's that. All right. I just wanted to come to you guys to let you know why we have not been seeing Miss Cree, and still not sure about why we have yet to see Savannah on the show, but at least we have explanations from Cree as to why we haven't seen her on Growing Up Hip Hop. So I want you guys to go ahead and hop down in the comments. Let me know your overall thoughts about everything that I just discussed today on the Quick Chat, honey. I'm Jamie, that's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Jamie, that's me, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.